pride do you take in you guys leading the SEC in rushing right now?
I mean, that's the number one stat I feel like we look at as an offensive line. It's a testament a lot to the hard work that we put in. Plus, with how great our running backs see their field vision, being able to hit a hole that we create for them is huge. But being able to be rated the top means a lot to us. Coming through this whole offseason, like that's a big point of emphasis for us is that we got to be able to run the ball. It's SEC football everywhere is a big emphasis on running the ball. And being able to be the best at it is a huge testament to the hard work that we put in this entire offseason.
Eric?
Ollie, for you specifically, guard your whole life, went to center, now back at guard. How you feeling? And again, health-wise, everybody's banged up this one year. How you feeling that way?
I'm feeling good. Everybody's feeling good. I'm a lot more comfortable being able to move back to the position that I've been working at, and there's a confidence level that kind of comes with that as well. But overall, I think everybody's starting to gel really well together. Spots are getting kind of set in stone. And just the way that we've been working together, everything's been moving super smooth. And again, it's been a lot more comfortable being able to move back to my position at home, but still practicing that center spot, being able to get more comfortable with that in case anything ever comes up.
Rick?
Well, you guys have had success the last couple of years against this Missouri team, but they really seem to have improved, especially on defense as well. What have you seen from them, and how key will it be running the football against those guys?
One thing I would say about them is that on the tape you can see it everywhere. There's a lot of guys that play really hard, snap to whistle, and so that's something that you got to prepare for each week. I mean, that's just straining hard in your practices and your scout teamwork, all that kind of stuff. But pretty much it's just watching them on film, being able to break them down, understand what moves they're going to go to, what they're going to do, and going back into your technique and figuring out this is how I'm going to beat them, this is what technique I'm going to use, is kind of going through all that kind of processes as you're breaking down film.
Vince?
A lot of times you pay attention to quarterback stats. Can you give us some specific examples in what you've seen in the growth of Joe Milton, especially over these last few games?
One thing I will say is I've seen Joe be able to step up and take a lot more of the command, which he's been doing since the offseason, but being able to be more comfortable in that leadership position. And every day he's the same guy. Every day I practice, every day for a game, he's the same person. So you know that no matter what's going on, you're going to have consistency from your leader, and that means a lot for everybody up front, because when things go wrong, being able to stay consistent will keep you level-headed throughout everything and be able to just play hard instead of trying to push or force for things to happen that don't need to happen.
Patrick?
You kind of touched on the running backs earlier. What's it been like for you to see Jaylen Wright kind of take off and every year continue to get better and better? Now he's having a good season.
It's been great. Watching his development through the years that I've been at Tennessee has been something that I've enjoyed being able to take part in. But really, it's just like having a three-headed monster at running back. You could put any three of them in there, and they're going to make exceptional plays. Jay Wright he plays hard, and he's a hard teammate to put in there and not be happy with his success. He pushes everybody. He wants the best out of everybody. He's something doesn't go right in practice, he's making sure everybody knows what they're doing. He's a great coach off when he's not in, and his growth is just be able to lead and all that has just been amazing.
You've kind of had blocks that have helped him get loose for those big touchdowns last 2 weeks. What kind of interaction does he have when he gets back to the sideline?
He's always excited. He's always hyping us up and keeping us motivated and confident. When we do good, he compliments us, and when we do good, he does good. So it's a back and forth that just compliments all around.
Anything else for Ollie? Karthik?
Ollie, after that Florida game, a lot of people weren't very kind to you on social media. How much did you feel like that personally motivated you to up your game and up your level of play here at the University of Tennessee?
I try to block it out and ignore most of it because it's just not worth the time to put into it. But taking it as motivation to. I have a lot of pride in this school and this football team, this program. Growing up as a Tennessee fan and being able to wear the orange, it means a lot to me. Every Saturday, be out there, going there and play, and I want to be able to play at a level that brings pride to those that are watching me play. And so that's where I take that motivation, is just to be better for those around me, because I know how much it means to this city, to this school, to this program, to have a successful football team.
Anything else? Yeah, thanks, Ollie. Appreciate it, man.
This is a Mizzou defense, at least those guys wearing Mizzou uniforms have been guys that y'all have had a lot of success against the past couple of years offensively. Do they look different on tape this season going into this matchup?
They SEC team, everybody's good. Just this year they're playing with their hair on fire. They had a pretty successful season so far. So we're expecting, they're gonna come out, play hard, so we gotta come out and match their energy.
Casey?
You've had 600 over here. You've had 6 over 100-yard performances this year. What's allowed you to be so effective this season?
Just my whole line, being able to sustain blocks, me just being patient, being detailed with all my reps. Just me, just taking my preparation from practice during the week and transferring it in 2 games.
Patrick?
Jaylen, you were the team's leading rusher last season at almost 900 yards. What were your expectations going into the season? Did you have any individual goals that were out there for you that you were kind of pursuing throughout the offseason?
Individually, just to be the best in the SEC, to be the best in the nation, which I know I could do. I had that was the lead rusher last year. That was the goal, to be that this year, and I just got to keep chopping wood.
Patrick again, and then Vince?
We talked to Coach Mack a few weeks ago, and he said that you, I guess, during the offseason have increased your film study. We're watching some great former NFL greats like Walter Payton. I think Terrell Davis is another one you mentioned. Who are some of those other guys that you've watched? How do you think that's helped your game on the field this season?
I watch a lot of productive backs in the league now, and that backs that used to be in the league now. Christian McCaffrey, Saquon, Tony Pollard, guys like that, guys that I feel like I could mimic my game from. So, watching film, that was a really big thing for me.
Vince and then Carly?
Now that Joe is running the ball a lot of times early in ball games, how much are you seeing that impact the run game positively for the rest of you guys?
Oh, that's good. Joe being able to be a quarterback that could throw and be a quarterback that spreads his legs, that's good. So, that takes a little bit of attention off us. So him being a running quarterback, that helps us out a lot.
Carly, go ahead.
Jaylen, is it wild to think for you, like, you're gonna top 1,000 yards this season, you're doing it at a clip where you're going 7.5 yards for each carry?
It's what I expected. That's good and all, but I got a lot more things I wanted to achieve. So yeah.
Eric?
Jaylen, you mentioned the offensive line a moment ago. Obviously, kind of took a couple weeks to figure them out, get Cooper back, guys settling in where they need to settle in. How have you seen that group grow and evolve over the weeks?
Since Coop been back, man, it's like they connected with each other, man. So Coop, the center, he's the leader of the line. Him being out there, man, he's very experienced. He goes out there, handle business. So I love that he's out there, and I love our line. I love what they're doing this year.
Anything else for Jaylen? All right, thanks, Jaylen. Appreciate it.
The speed, have you adjusted the speed of the game from like the first couple snaps out there early in the season to now?
I feel like I've adjusted it very well. Coaches have prepared us very good. Fall camp, we're playing against the fastest offense, so just those reps helped me already. So just game 9, game 10 now, I feel good. The speed has slowed down a lot for me. So.
Patrick, go ahead, and then Vince.
Jeremiah, you're mostly playing Mike, right? What's been the process? I'm sure it's been months long, even going back to December of learning the defense and being able to communicate, feeling comfortable in that role. How's that been for you?
It's been great. Every week you got to prepare. There might be little changes in our defense that we got to remember each week, but just learning from the older guys as well in the offseason, Keenan, even Beasley, just learning the Mike position and having in-game reps also, and just learning every day and continuing to get better. It's been pretty good for me.
Vince?
Obviously, this past game, you got some extended snaps and reps in the game. How did you feel like you performed getting that extended opportunity?
I felt like I performed well. I had a great week of preparation, and I felt like when my time came, I was ready. Of course, there's some things you can always fix, so we went through the film, and there's some things that I took away from that game that I can get better on, but overall, I felt like I was great. I felt like my effort was really good, and I had a great time out there.
Ryan, right in the front.
What are some of those things that you feel like you can get better at from watching that film?
just overall reading my keys. Sometimes you can make a play even though it's not your play to make. You get caught up in the rules sometimes and you want to go somewhere that you're supposed to be, but something that could take you back out of it and really can make a play that's really not your play to make. So just things like that.
Wes?
Jeremiah, being a freshman here, how do you feel physically this time of year compared to when you would at this point sort of in the high school season? I guess you're probably, the guys are bigger, faster, stronger at this level, but you're maybe not playing every rep in every game like you were in high school. How do you feel physically?
I feel great, honestly. I think our coaches do a great job of taking the load off of us as well with the strength conditioning and just the way that we practice. So I honestly feel really good, and you're right, like I haven't got as many reps, so my body feels great.
Vince?
Give us a scouting report on what you know about the Missouri offense so far.
Great team. They got a great quarterback. He can make anything happen. He can run. He can pass. They got a great running back. I just know that we're going to have a great game plan, and I trust our coaches. I trust our team that we're going to go out and stop whatever they throw at us.
Anything else for Jeremiah? All right, thanks, Jeremiah.
I noticed a few weeks back against Texas A&M, you were the first one on the field to warm up. I'm wondering if that was because you're still recovering from the injury, wanted to just get out there, get warmed up a little bit more, or if there's a personal reason of you wanting to be out there and being the first one and getting ready.
That's just like a routine I do all the time. I usually go out first and just get warmed up on my own, just do a couple things to get ready. But it's nothing serious, but that's all I do.
Wes?
Elijah, how long did it take you to feel close to 100% healthy, or do you feel back to 100% healthy yet?
I mean, during the season, probably never be 100%, but as the games go on, I'm gradually getting better and better, feeling way better right now. So I feel good, actually. So.
Patrick?
Coach Arnold was here and said you were having a good spring, having a good camp, and you get hurt maybe 2 weeks before the season starts. How did you kind of not get down, knowing that you were going to have a kind of a long process to get back? You have to wait till mid-season. How did you kind of stay up and make sure that you were ready when you do come back and get healthy?
Just trying to keep the same exact mindset as I had as I was going through our camp. Not feeling down on myself. I know I was going to come back eventually, so just trying to maintain weight and try to be way better when I get back. So,
Eric?
As you continue to play a little more snaps, the healthier you get week to week. Seems like you were, flying around, flashing a little bit last Saturday. Anything to that? What was working well for you in that ballgame?
Just doing what was asked of me. In practice, we was trying to get vertical in the gaps and try to not get cut out and things like that. So just doing exactly what was told to me, and it showed up in the game. So just practice how I was playing. Well, play how I was practicing.
Vince?
What do you see from Missouri's offense, specifically that offensive line?
I would say they're pretty similar. They go fast, they stretch a lot. They have a great running back. He's had a lot of success this season. The offensive line is pretty good, but all in all, I would say they're pretty similar speed-wise, everything like that.
Patrick?
Elijah, we asked offensive linemen about leading the SEC in rushing. You guys are leading the SEC in run defense too as defensive line, and then how much pride you take in being able to stop the run?
That's the main thing we're here for, really. Trying to stop the run. Then once we get done with first and second and third down, well, it's first and second down, we get to third down, go pass. But run we're very prideful in that, and we've been doing that. We're trying to take more and more pride of it every week as we go on throughout the season, the rest of the season.
Eric,
Missouri's got a quarterback that makes some things happen with his legs. As a defensive lineman, how important is it to get after the passer, but also stay gap integrity, stuff like that, to not allow things to open up for him to go through?
Main thing is condensing the pocket, making sure he doesn't get out, doesn't have lanes to escape in. So making sure like I was saying, making sure the pocket is way smaller. Just keep them inside.
Wes?
Elijah, a few of your coaches now said that they thought Saturday might have been the best game you played since you've been at Tennessee. How much better do you think you can play than that?
I mean, I always want to get better each and every week, but like I was saying, I'm just trying to gradually get better and better every week. So, about it.